All right, so it's day 18, and it's nice and cold here in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. I think it was 35 or 36 degrees when I woke up here this morning. But the chicks are nice and warm. Just checked on them. They're hanging out right about 95, 96 degrees in the incubator. The eggs are still good. We candled them last night, and there's still movement in each of them. So anxious to see tomorrow and the following day. So day 19, day 20, and day 21 to see who can hatch and who comes out and what they look like and if they're healthy. Interestingly enough, tomorrow is Mother's Day, May 10th, 2020, here in the coronavirus lockdown. Um, but it'd be funny if they hatched a day or so early on Mother's Day. Um, my daughter will be, the mother hen. But let's take a look as we put them in lockdown, and make sure we'll put a link to the live feed in the comments down below. And let's take one last look at our to be hatchlings. All right, so the incubator is showing it's 100.9 degrees, but I do have a temperature monitor in there, and it is showing quite a bit lower. And I did shoot it with the temperature gun earlier inside and on the eggs, and it is showing a little bit low. I did open it up and shoot the eggs, and we can do that in just a second. But um, the um, the incubator, either the thermometer is a little bit off, or um, you know the temperature monitor inside is a little off. But either way, it is staying right about 95 degrees on average, so they should be fine. So let's take a look. Let's lift the lid up and see where they're at, and how we can organize them and structure them. Also, too, for the live feed, I did manage to put a little bit of a nest camera in there right here. So that's all safe in there. We did soften up those edges and made sure that it is far out of the way and the chicks aren't going to be bothering that when they do hatch. And for those looking to get an incubator such as this is the motor that does the turning. So the piece that it sits on, it rides here on this track, and we did take this tray out so they could sit down below as they are now going into lockdown, getting ready to hatch. And that's the Accurate thermometer there too, and that reads back to my Accurate, which is a weather station. All right, so here they are. They're well positioned, so we can just give them one last. You can actually see them turning a little bit. They have a little bit of gravity to them as they're moving around inside the egg. They do have a little bit of uneven weight, so I want to make sure they're a little bit away from each other, so we can see them on the camera if they do start to move. But yeah, so here they are. They're getting ready to go into lockdown, and hopefully we can start to see some pipping maybe late tomorrow, or definitely Monday. So as we are approaching the end of the incubation period, we did take some steps to get the brooder set up. So we did get some um, ceramic heat emitters, so they plug into a light socket. Got them off Amazon. So there's two of them. They're 150 watts. I'll probably just use one to start and see how that works. And if we need two, so there's only 8 chicks, and the brooder is a pretty small size. So we might not need all that, but just in case. So here's the ceramic heat emitter, just for reference. So it is 150 watts. It does not give off any light, so the chicks will have the opportunity to sleep. Not that they wouldn't sleep without the light, but gives me a little bit of peace of mind that there's not just a constant bright light shining in there. So this will give off a pretty decent amount of heat at 150 watts. We come over here. I did put another light in here. This is just a little 25-watt light bulb to give them a little bit of light during the day. It is a little bit dark here in the shed, and they are actually sitting on top of the brooder, which is just a Rubbermaid container we got from Home Depot. Put some pine shavings in there. Also, got some organic starter feeder ready to go, and the feeder should come in today. That we're just going to hang off the top here, so it doesn't get dirty. And probably do another video on how to set up the brooder, and how our setup is looking on probably day 2 after 24 hours of them being hatchlings inside of the incubator. So stay tuned, more to come.